Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. I have been battling this week with laryngitis, so just a little heads up if my voice is a little bit wonky. Trying to do all of those throat things, that I'm drinking tea right now and just trying to keep it warmed up for you. So just a little warning. This will be your weekly reading for the week of April 6th through the 12th. And during that time, we'll have a first quarter moon on the 6th. And that could be a time when you feel impulsive, impatient, just kind of hard to settle your mind down. But try to get through that day, because then we have the waxing gibbous. And that's really a time that you can buckle down and get some things done, able to focus and concentrate and execute things and just be flexible, make adjustments, that sort of thing. So please keep those moon energies in mind as you're moving through your week. This will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. And Gemini, I would like to mention also, since my readings are free to you, all I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel, and it's really super easy for you to do. I'll give you just a moment to do that right now. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you for coming back and helping me build a community here and to build up my channel. I really do appreciate you. All right, your overall message, Gemini, for this reading: confidence is your key to success. All right, let's see what the Gemini Collective has going on for this week. We will be approaching a full moon this week. I think the full moon is on the 13th. So as that energy builds, I always find that that's probably my most energetic time of the month. Leave me a comment down below if you notice that your moods and energy levels are influenced by the moon, and let me know what you experience when it comes to that. All right, as I'm shuffling the tarot, I would like to remind you to keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our life when it comes to our spiritual experiences, and keeping track of those things that you learn. And this could be anything from synchronicities to dreams or encounters that maybe you have. It helps you look back on those emerging patterns later. And that can be an important tool as you're evolving spiritually. And it's just kind of nice to look back and see where you've been and kind of compared to where you are right now. So that's just my little happy reminder for the day. All right, Gemini, April 6th through 12th, confidence is your key to success. All right, your present energy, Gemini, is that you're kind of feeling a little bit like an outsider. And this doesn't have to be in the financial realm, but of course it can be. These lights are lit up here in this church, and you're feeling kind of left out in the cold a little bit. So again, it doesn't have to be in the financial realm. It is the Pentacles card, but I see this as this can apply in just so many different ways. So is there some way in your life right now that you're kind of feeling like an outsider, feeling like that you're either left out or that you need to maybe learn something? So something for you to think about. Your current situation is the Chariot. So this is thinking about making a move and kind of putting, just kind of observing things around on how you're going to make that move. So if there is some way that you're feeling a little bit like an outsider and maybe you're wanting to make some changes, and so that's kind of where this Chariot card comes in. It's like, what changes do you want to make? This is kind of learning things, looking around, just preparing to execute something, but kind of in that learning process and gathering information. At the root of the situation is the King of Wands. So this may have something to do with something that you feel very passionate about. This could be anything from a relationship to, some hobby. This could be something having to do with your job, just something that you're very passionate about and that you put a lot of time and energy into. So think about that. Think about, where you're feeling like an outsider. Maybe it is time to learn some things, or, kind of do a little research in some area to kind of get rid of that feeling so that you feel like you're on top of things. But yeah, this Chariot is about kind of gathering that information to execute something. In your recent past is the Temperance card. So trying to maintain your sense of balance. This is, maybe you were inspired by something to learn and grow. This could be something that you've just recently been through, and you thought, it is time for me to take a look at this and really learn. And this could be even the spiritual realm, something that you need to learn and work on. So take a look around and see what that might be for you. On your mind this week is the Four of Swords. So a little bit of rest and meditation and maybe thinking about this thing, putting the deep thought in and just taking the time again to contemplate and decide what areas that you need to go learn, and maybe give that a little bit of thought. Let me grab some tea real quick. So, take that time to rest and meditate and think upon those things and think deeply about them. And, what is just ahead of you here is, yeah, a 10 of swords. So this is definitely you just being done with something and kind of taking that time to reboot, which, the cards are really pointing to. So what is it that you're trying to reboot, Gemini? This could be, again, in any area, but your overall message card here was confidence is your key to success. And building confidence is a lot of times, building that knowledge and learning something so that you feel confident to execute something. In your advice position is the Six of Pentacles. So, are you in a giving mode right now? And is this something that you need to be doing? And this again doesn't have to, Pentacles don't always have to relate to finances. They can. I mean, there might be a place where you're in a financial position to give, and that could have totally something to do with this. But I'm really getting the feeling that this is about you giving of yourself, not really in the material world, in the money way, but just feeling that the solution to feeling like an outsider here is to give of yourself to get inside. If that does that make sense to you? That's in your advice position, and that is my advice to you is to definitely give of yourself this week. And again, this might be to another person if you're in a relationship. This could be giving more to your job. This could be giving more to your hobby, to your passion. But you want to make sure that you're just throwing yourself at this and giving it everything that you've got. What is beyond your control this week is the Moon card. So this could be you uncovering something that has been hidden from you. This could be you uncovering something that's been hidden in a way that you're learning about yourself, as you go through and you're learning these things, and you've come from this place of balance and temperance, and you're kind of feeling like an outsider. The answers may be inside of you. And again, this is this rest and meditation that sometimes it's just about, closing your eyes and going within and really just taking the time to solve that issue. And, if your issue is about giving, maybe it's how can I give more? What can I do to give more? And what areas do I need to improve upon that? So it's beyond your control to have that intuition around this entire issue this week. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid is the Sun. And I hope that's your secret desire. That's the happiest card in the deck. This is just light and nurturing happiness. This is balance. This is, just really being in a good place. This is brilliance. This is again, it's the happiest card in the deck. It's just light on everything. It's just all the warm, fuzzy things that you can imagine. So, and if you're trying to get yourself to that place, that's the goal. That's a great goal for anything that any of us are doing, right? What is your outcome is the Ace of Cups. So yeah, let your heart overflow. And if that is the secret, if you're feeling this on some intuitive level, that your outcome is to really, yeah, you can balance your emotions here, but let your emotions overflow. Maybe it's that you hold back a little bit, and maybe that's what this card is telling you to give, is to give of your emotions, to give of yourself. Like I said, I wasn't getting the feeling that this was money related on either of these cards, even though they're pentacles. Almost like you feel like an emotional outsider and you want to give emotionally, and that's your outcome card here. But this Chariot is just telling you gather the information so that you can do that better, if that makes sense. So, what is hidden from you this week, Gemini, is the Page of Swords. So, the Page of Swords is like our juvenile messenger, and this is in the way of literal messaging. So, it's hidden from you to have like a youthful way of going about the messaging on this entire topic, and maybe because you want to be a little bit more mature about it, okay, if that makes sense, that um that the outpouring of your heart, yeah, of course you could do this in some juvenile way and some kind of joking and that sort of way, but that's hidden from you, which is telling me to maybe go about this in a little bit more of a mature manner. So very interesting, but be confident, because confident is the key to your success. So think about that when you're letting your heart flow this week. Let it not be something that's, again, funny and juvenile and whatever, but be very sincere about it. All right, let's get a final word here for Gemini. Final message from the Soul Oracle deck for Gemini, April 6th through 12th. Nurture yourself first. Wow. So yeah, this rest and meditation. And again, maybe that's, taking the time to just really go deep. I mean, I'm surprised that the Hermit card hasn't come out, because I feel like, the wisdom is within you. This Moon card is telling you the intuition that you know what to do, whatever this is. And it's just about building your confidence to do it, and if it is about, pouring your heart out and just being open in that way, go ahead and do it. If you need to look around for uh, information and kind of the how to's of how to do that, definitely do that. But be confident and definitely nurture yourself first. You've got this. You can be confident, and you can totally tackle whatever this is in what area. Again, this could be in so many areas. Um, I'm looking back here, quite a few major arcanas, which is the theme this week with everyone's readings. I've seen more major arcana cards in these readings so far than I ever have come out. And so one, two, we've got one, two, three, four in yours. So all of the readings so far have had like 4 and 5 major arcana. So, this is kind of a major period for everyone to, and of course, with the moon energy, we're wrapping up and moving to that full moon. So this is kind of the end of a cycle, and everybody's kind of in that. What did I learn in this last cycle period? So, and you're definitely no different here, Gemini. So take whatever it is that you've been learning, whatever that you already know inside, gather those things and go ahead and pour your heart out, but be very confident about it. So, Gemini, I really appreciate your time here with me today. Again, I apologize for my voice. Hopefully, it'll be better next week. I'm trying to rest it as much as I can, but it's very hard to keep me quiet. So, I do hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use this week. If you're comfortable, of course, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what it is you guys might be going through. I do post weekly readings, so come back next week and we'll see if this situation changes, or if some totally new energy pops up for you next week. Also, I will ask, please like and subscribe if you like my reading style. It really does help my channel, and I really do appreciate that. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next week, Gemini. Bye bye.